37 now, and this morning, a Central Georgia man is feeling lucky to be alive, all because of a test that he almost skipped. A flyer for a routine calcium scoring heart test caught his eye at the doctor's office, and he decided to get it done. And what doctors found turned the next 3 months of his life completely upside down.
Our morning reporter Naomi Washington sat down with him and his wife. So, Naomi, what happened?
Good morning. Ronnie Paul from Thomaston, Georgia, went in for what he thought would be a quick appointment. It's a fast CT scan that measures plaque buildup in the heart, helping doctors predict heart attack risk. But when Paul's results came back, instead of walking out the door, he was loaded into an ambulance and rushed to Piedmont-Macon Medical Center. Even now, with the health scare behind them, Ronnie Paul's wife Diane still says the same thing.
I can't imagine life without him, so thank the good Lord.
At 67 years old, Paul is active and loves spending time outdoors. He took the calcium scoring test in July 2025. A severe score is anything over 400. Paul's score came back at 2,228, indicating a plaque buildup so high he was at serious risk for heart disease or a heart attack.
From there, he sent me straight here to Macon.
In an ambulance.
In an ambulance.
Yeah, he kind of left out. He had no symptoms.
Yeah, I had no symptoms.
Paul went from feeling perfectly fine to just 2 days later having open heart surgery. His surgeon, Dr. David Langford, says bypass surgery was the only option.
When there's a narrowing in the coronary artery, it limits the blood flow to the heart muscle itself. This sometimes can cause chest pains or heart damage. In Mr. Paul's case, he didn't have really either.
Paul spent 10 days in the hospital and 3 months recovering. Diane says doctors were clear. This test didn't just help him, it saved him.
It wasn't a matter of when he had if he had a heart attack, it was a matter of when, because he would have had one, and he said, and it wouldn't have been a good thing.
Now they're telling everyone they know, don't ignore your heart health.
No, it's only a $99 test. I mean, that $99 saved my life.
A simple test, a life-changing result, and a reminder that sometimes the smallest decision makes the biggest difference. February is American Heart Month. Doctors say calcium scoring tests are often recommended for people with a family history of heart disease or those over 40 with risk factors.
All right, thank you, Naomi. Definitely a powerful story there. Now, on Wednesday, Piedmont-Macon is actually doing free heart screenings over at the Macon Mall on Eisenhower Parkway.
You do need to register in advance. You can do so by calling that number on the bottom of your screen, 478-538-0408. Again, 478-538-0408. Anyone who wants to get a screening does have to fast from eating or drinking starting at midnight the night before.